Together with our differences, together we are bolder, braver, stronger.
What you consistently accept will ultimately define you. Welcome to Holding Conversations, the space where we use conversations to turn life's transitions into lessons for growth. We often think that big decisions shape our lives, but more often it's shaped by what we quietly tolerate. Because what you normalize, you stop questioning, and what you stop questioning, you start becoming. Normalization is subtle. It's not boldly obvious, and it doesn't even feel dangerous. More often, it looks like accepting less than your standard just to seem amiable, staying in environments that drain you just to remain relevant, and excusing behaviors that contradict your values just to remain in certain spaces. And over time, what initially feels uncomfortable becomes familiar. And that can be very deceptive because that makes something that isn't right feel normal. Your life would always align with what you consistently allow. If you normalize inconsistency, you'll struggle with discipline. If you normalize distractions, you'll struggle with focus. If you normalize environments that don't challenge you, you'll outgrow your own potential. Your habits reflect what you tolerate. Your environment reinforces what you accept, and your standards determine who you become. Every lowered standard becomes a hidden cost, not always immediately, but inevitably. When you normalize mediocrity, it becomes acceptable. Then growth becomes optional and excellence becomes intimidating. And over time, you may find yourself living a life that reflects what you settled for and not what you are capable of. The shift begins with awareness. Ask yourself, what have I made normal that should not be? Then make a decision to raise your standards, to protect your environment and the people you let in, and to discipline your habits. Because your future is not built on what you desire. It's built on what you consistently permit. Now here's my call to action. You do not rise to your intentions. You only fall to your standards. So choose carefully, because what you normalize today will shape the life you will live tomorrow. Now, share with someone who needs to change their habits or their circle, and then subscribe to Holding Conversations. And until next time, keep holding space for growth, for grace, and for greatness.
Together with our differences, together we are bolder, braver, stronger.